Every morning, there's a war, not on the sales floor, not in the service drive, in your head. And before that first up walks through the door, before the phone rings for the first time, your head's already spinning. The market's down, your leads are weak, interest rates are up. And that's where most people lose before the day even begins. They walk in beaten, distracted, doubting. And as Dr. Nate Zinsser says, victorious warriors win first, then go to war. So the question I have for you is, have you already won yours? I'm Chris Hunsaker, and this is the Dealership War Room. Leadership fire, 7 minutes, built daily, fueled intentionally, and delivered relentlessly. And today we're going to dive in to how exactly do you win that first war before you ever show up on the floor. Every win, every great month, every comeback begins with what Dr. Zinsser calls the first victory. It's that inner win where you take control of your mind before you ever step into the arena. Yet most people, they go to war first and then try to figure out how to win. High performers, they win inside first. Let's turn theory into transformation. 2 GSMs walk in. One is clear, calm, confident. He's rehearsed his meeting, his numbers are prepped, and he's just dialed in. And the other one walks in chaotic and reactive, and he's checking his texts, he's grumbling about the OEM, and he's already complaining about the weak lead list that he just got from the factory. You see, they both walked in the same store, but they walked in totally different states because leadership lives and dies by state control. Let me share with you a 4-step process to absolutely win the first victory every time, every day, every month. Number 1, master the controllables. Confidence dies when we waste our time, energy, and focus on things that we can't control. Allocation, interest rates, how much your competitors are pricing their cars for online. The Stoics, they called this the dichotomy of control. And you just want to ask yourself, is it up to me or not? And if it's not, release it. But if it is, attack it. The second part or step of the first victory is preload the win. Dr. Zinsser teaches his top athletes to visualize success so clearly that they can feel it. And salespeople can do exactly the same thing, and they need to if they want to perform at elite level. So before you walk in the store, see yourself shaking hands, closing strong, leading calm. That's the essence of mental rehearsal. See, this isn't fantasy. This isn't rah-rah. This is mental conditioning. You're training your brain to recognize exactly what winning feels like so you can repeat it every day on demand. Step 3 in that first victory is command your self-talk. Your inner voice is the loudest voice that your team will never hear. If you're distracted, doubting, and just negative, then your team's going to absorb that energy before you ever even open your mouth. When you find that voice starting to talk, stop it, reframe it, and replace it. So instead of, man, we're going to tank this month, you know what? We've been here before and we're going to do it again. That's the essence of being a thermostat and not a thermometer. See, when you walk into the room, you set the temperature of that room. You don't reflect it. You are a thermostat, not a thermometer. And number 4, breathe before the battle. You cannot win that first victory in a state of panic. And when the morning storm rolls in and you start thinking about your bills and family pressure, performance anxiety, pause. Breathe in through your nose, a nice slow exhale through your mouth, and anchor yourself into this present moment. As the Stoics taught, you cannot lose what's already within your control. And that breath is where your control starts. When you use those 4 steps, you win the first victory. You don't need to be perfect to win the first victory. You just need to be prepared, present, and certain. And you can absolutely own the day because you're going to win the first victory. So now let's cross the insight to action bridge. Let's execute around this. Tomorrow, today, what I beg you to do, I invite you to do, is take 3 minutes in the morning to win the first victory. First, write down one thing that you're grateful for. Second, take a moment and visualize, feel, connect to one victory you're going to have today, one thing that you're going to create today. And then say out loud one thing about who you are as a leader, one truth about who you are when you are at your best. Do that before your first handshake, before your first hello. Walk in with a calm certainty that changes the whole store. Ask yourself, am I reacting to today or commanding it? Because the first victory is fought in silence and won in the mind of a leader who decides to lead him or herself first. And if you want to be an execution ninja, then text the word confidence to the number that you see on the screen and download our AI execution assistant that will absolutely help you win not just the first victory, but every other single victory that comes after that. Because the scoreboard always follows the mindset. And your ability to dial in, to focus, to absolutely win that first victory using these 4 steps every single day changes everything that goes on. As a matter of fact, when you win the first victory, the rest of the day, it starts chasing you. So go out today, create some leadership fire, and I'll see you tomorrow in the dealership war room.